Good morning, YouTube. So, as you guys can recall, if you watched my last video, I mentioned that the valves were bent on the CRV, and that has been confirmed. I did a leakage test on it, and it looks like I got two bent valves here in cylinder 3 and 2 and 4. So, we got bent valves. My luck, right? So, I bumped into a guy at the junkyard the day I pulled the transmission for the Silverado. He said he had one. I messaged him. He really didn't get back to me. I mean, he probably does have it, but he said it was taken apart as well. So I'm just going to go back to the wrecking yard. I'm going to get the head that I originally seen off of, I think it was a black or a blue CRV that they had there. So yeah, let's get to it, guys. I got my tools packed up, and we're going to drive out to U-Pull-It. So see you there in about 10-15 minutes. Alright guys, so we did make it out to the U-Pull-It. As you can see, I'm here. I was going to go in there and rip that cylinder head off that other CRV, but guess what? That guy showed up. He works here, so he had the cylinder head already. So there it is. You know, it's obviously taken apart. You got to take the cams and the little rockers off and everything to get it apart and out of the rig. So, but it looks like it's a good cylinder head. He said it's a good cylinder head, so let's get back to the shop and start ripping the CRV apart. Alright guys, so we made it back from the wrecking yard. Got this little center cap here. I don't know, I kind of winged it. I was guessing if it was it, but I want to see if it fits. And looks like it does. So, put that one on there. There she is. So, oh shit, didn't quite line it up. There it goes. Alright, but as you can see, it's a little bit later in the day. It took me a little bit longer to get here because I had to go to Honda. If you don't know, you can go to Honda, any Honda dealership, and if you have the proof of ownership and VIN number to the vehicle, they'll go and they'll actually cut you factory keys for it. So, don't need that one. Got an extra. So, we got the factory key cut for it. Let's check it out. Let's see if it works. Perfect. Look at that. So that's a cheap trick. Instead of having a locksmith come out here and make you a key, or if you want to take the lock cylinder out and make a key, it's a lot easier. Just go to Honda. If you have the proof of ownership, they'll cut you a key for about 20 bucks. So it actually saves me some from going to the locksmith. So we finally got a key for this thing. I'm gonna see if it fits in the ignition switch right now as well. I'm gonna push it over onto the lift, and we're gonna get started on the head gasket. It is the day before Christmas, so I'm probably just gonna rip the head off today, and it's gonna be a couple days till I get back to it. I'm gonna probably take the next 2 or 3 days off, maybe even the weekend. So hopefully we get this at least off today, and I'll see you guys probably next Monday. So sorry for the short video, but just a little bit of update and a cheap trick. Alright guys, so I think I got everything off here. Let's go ahead and give it a little tug. Oh, I gotta get these head bolts out of here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a little tug and see if she comes loose. That's it. So now just some heavy lifting. That's it. And she comes right off. Our block still looks good. It doesn't look like we got any damage to the cylinders or anything like that. So yeah, let's check out our valves. Alright guys, so what we got going on here is these actually 4 valves here. We're getting stuck down. So they looks like they didn't get bent, but you can see right now we don't have the cam in, we don't have no pressure on, or we do have pressure on the springs. So if I tap it with the hammer or mallet on the top of the valve, it should just pop out and go back in. But watch what happens when we tap it. See, so I got a good tap on it. You see it stays hanging. So it's floating the valve. So I'm not too sure if it was a bad valve seat. Well, no, the valve seat's here. So it's got to be the guide inside the cylinder head that is stuck, or I don't know if that valve is bent further up ahead. But it looks like these two were actually getting more stuck, and it kept on jumping off time because these valves would hang down and then it would hit those and it would jump off time. So regardless, it did need a cylinder head. I'm going to try and whack that bottom one here real quick. Yeah, so I don't know, those valves are hanging. You can see they go in slowly, but by the time the engine comes back around with the piston, it's going to hit those. So we're going to slap the new head on it probably after Christmas. And yeah. Alright guys, it's roughly, I don't know, 4:30 out here, but as you can see, it's getting pretty dark. Can't hardly see out there. But yeah, I got a couple tools and heads and stuff to put away. But looks like we made some good progress today. Went to the wrecking yard, got a cylinder head, got some keys for it, and got this one removed. So like I said, after Christmas, we're going to be putting this one on. I'll probably make a how-to on how to install it. So if you guys want to know how to remove it, I mean, removing stuff's pretty easy, but putting it back together is the hard part. So I'm going to make the how-to on how to install the cylinder head with the head gasket and all that stuff. And yeah, remember, stay up, hustle hard.